Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Pandy Pods.
AKA two fine bros, some yeses and some nos.
Well, I don't know what the no's are.
The nos are the people who suck.
AKA healers are profane and feelers of disdain of the dealers of Spokane.
Huddletron.
AKA Sklar. Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I feel like the stereos that we're doing are gaining some steam. If you're not following us on Stereo, please, everybody who's on here should follow us on the Stereo app. It's free.
The app is free. Even if you don't know when you can join, you just download the app. It's free. Find us on there. Follow us.
It's the best.
It's a blast. It's super fun.
We got stories. I want to jump into it right away, and then we'll tell you what else we have cooking down the line. So let's just jump into this one second. Okay.
Yep.
Can we just, and I know what I'm about to say is as obvious as it gets. Can we give it up for frontline workers? Can we please just give it
You're
up?
You're seriously going to step with that take to these people?
Hot take. Let's give it up for frontline
people are
workers.
giving them love.
I don't think it's ever enough. I don't think you can ever give enough.
Well, first of all, let's just say this.
They're keeping people alive.
My brother-in-law is a doctor who's there.
Our first cousin Gordon is an ER doctor, and he goes around to different hospitals in different cities, so he's seen it everywhere.
We know people whose wives and girlfriends are nurses. We know people we have friends who are frontline workers, and so we understand the hell they've been through this last year,
putting their lives at risk to save other people's lives.
Without them, we're nowhere. We don't get through this,
and yet
there are some.
And yet.
There's a way to hate certain people within their world.
You knew there'd be an and yet.
Of course.
It's always good to have a healthy level of skepticism of your doctors.
Or questioning when it comes to your
That's
doctor.
right. You have to be your own advocate. This is the truth.
As two people who watched some sketchy decisions be made for our mother when we weren't around.
Yeah.
That was a bummer that, she had a stroke. Possibly because
could have been avoided.
Could have been avoided.
You have to be your own advocate, or the people in your corner be your advocate, and ask questions about your doctor, because we don't know all the things doctors are doing. Are they doing everything right? Again, I want to give it up to the frontline workers all the way. Sure, to me, it's like letting your parents drive you to the airport. Okay, people of our age.
They know where it is.
They know where it is.
You just
have to watch.
You got to watch the whole time. Hey!
You got to watch everything they're doing, or else you might lose a leg.
Right.
Same scenario in both ways. That's just the way it goes. We always say, look, we just need to know what our doctors are doing during surgeries. We don't know because you're out.
Yeah, you're out.
How do I know what my doctor's doing during a colonoscopy?
Count backwards from 10, and you're out at 7.
We don't. They could be doing anything. Put it this way. Any type of multitasking that a doctor is doing in a surgery is too much.
That's right.
There should be no multitasking.
It should be like driving. Whatever phone call you got to make, or
it can
texting,
wait.
It can wait.
It can wait.
Wait till after the drive. Pull over.
Well, that's not what this next guy did in this next story. And it's the type of thing that will maybe make you never want to get a butt implant ever again.
Here we go.
All right. A plastic surgeon is under an ethics investigation in California for appearing at a virtual court hearing.
Oh, boy.
While dressed in medical scrubs and operating on a patient.
What the hell? How about you reschedule the appointment?
It's plastic surgery.
There isn't a lot of emergency plastic surgery
99% of plastic surgery is elective. Elect to have it after your Zoom court date.
Now, my daughter ran into a wall and split her head open, and that was emergency plastic surgery.
This is a tiny percentage of plastic surgery, okay? And I know giving some housewife lips that make it impossible for her to ever pronounce the letter S correctly again.
Are you talking about a real housewife?
Yeah, that can wait. I know you feel like it's important, but it can wait. Dr. Scott Green, I hate him already.
Yeah.
Scott Green sounds like...
Scott Green, and I'm sure he tells you Dr. Scott Green... plastic surgeon. That's how he introduces himself at parties. That's how he tells people
Dr. Scott Green, plastic surgeon.
And then maybe already gives you a card.
Tells
you what he can do to fix you.
Dr. Scott Green, plastic surgeon, had already begun the procedure when he was called...
I could fill in those cheeks for you, is what he would tell someone at a party.
Nobody asked you,
Scott.
Dr.
Nobody
Scott
asked
Green.
you.
He was called by the clerk of the Sacramento Superior Court to answer a traffic charge.
Traffic charge.
Sacramento, this is the capital of the state. a traffic
Just
charge.
pay the damn ticket.
And then go to comedy online court school so you can get the points off your license. Yeah, it takes a few hours,
You're a
but
plastic
you're
surgeon.
not God. These are the people who have the God complex, the
Right.
plastic surgeons.
You more than anyone. You should understand the ability to erase things from people's sight.
Okay.
That's what you do when you go to comedy driving school.
Here's what the clerk said. The clerk had to say this. Are you available for trial? The clerk said, hearing the streamed live video on YouTube. It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now. This is what the clerk had to say.
It kind of looks like you're in an operating room. That's a terrible way to start a hearing.
You never want to open a court hearing
With
like
that. No.
If you're not paying attention to your patient, then you definitely weren't paying attention while you were texting and driving, which is probably why you got the ticket.
Dr. Dumbass.
I am, sir, he said. Yes, I'm in an operating room right now. Yes, I'm available for trial. Those two sentences don't go.
I am, sir. I am in operating room. So.
Go right
I think
ahead.
you didn't want to say yes, I'm not available
So
for
I'm
trial.
sorry, we're going to have to reschedule this. Is the next sentence that should have come out of Dr. Scott Green,
Not
plastic
I
surgeon's
am
mouth.
available for, yes, I am available to try. Go ahead.
He replied while beeps from medical equipment and suction noises were audible.
So what is this guy's story? Does he owe his second wife a lot
He
of money?
does. That's what I think it is.
Is he just in for it?
He's got to go through with this procedure. If he postpones this, he's got a schedule to keep. He's got money to make.
Money to pay.
In the background, another individual in surgical scrubs. By the way, if you're in a court case,
You
and
can't
you're-
have another
There
guy.
should never be another individual behind you during your court case. Can't go through the procedure as scheduled. Was adjusting lamps over an operating table. You know the way most court Zooms are handled, Jay.
Yes, with someone in the background.
Couldn't he have
adjusting lamps.
put a green curtain up and then done a green screen background?
Or just move to a different part of the thing.
Yeah.
We'll
Or
start this surgery in 40 minutes. Let me just start this and do this thing.
The hearing, which was live, this is the thing. I think he was booked solid all day. He had to get to the surgery because he's
Gotta
got
pay
another
his
one.
ex-wife.
The hearing, which was live streaming according to the court's COVID-19 protocols, was promptly adjourned
Of
when
course.
the presiding commissioner, this guy, Gary Link, realized what's going on. I love that the guy who sent the link to the public.
His name is
Got the
Gary Link.
Gary Link.
Do you have the link?
I got the Gary link. Well, email me the link.
The Gary link?
No, just the damn link to the meeting.
Gary?
No.
I can send Gary over to you right now if you need Gary.
He'll be at your front door in 30 minutes. I don't want him there.
No one wants Gary Link.
Gary definitely has a vanity license plate that says MSNG link on it, missing link, right?
Yeah, sure.
Quote, so unless I'm mistaken, listen to what Gary says. Listen to the power of like him trying to understand what's going on and him slow playing it and how he's saying it to make this guy feel
He knows he's
stupid.
got this guy over a barrel.
Right? This is what Gary Link said. So unless I'm mistaken, that's
There it
always
is.
a great way.
So I could be wrong here. I'm just Gary Link.
Maybe I'm the dummy, Gary Link says.
I mean, you're the doctor. You went to medical school. I'm just Gary Link.
I'm just the link in the machine,
I'm
okay?
a cog in the link.
I'm Lincoln Park. I'm LinkedIn. So unless I'm mistaken, Gary Link said, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green? He doesn't call him Dr. Green.
He said, or did he say, or should I say
He said,
or
Mr.
should-
Green, or should I say Dr. Green?
So he disrespects this dude.
And then
Doctors hate it when you call him Mister.
Yeah.
Doctors hate it. That's like saying you never went to medical school.
you got linked up, bitch.
That's
you
like
got linked up.
Calling a doctor Mister is they hate that. That's the highest level of
Dude,
disrespect.
Link dunked on your ass, Dr. Scott Green.
Yeah.
Or should I say, is like the most James Bond villain way to then tell someone that that they figured out the ruse, right?
Yeah.
You figured out the surprise. You're about to feed someone to some hungry sharks in a pool.
Gary Link totally knew what was going on. He knew the score. He knew what was happening.
He just wanted to restate it for anyone who was watching
Let me just
at home, who Dr.
clearly
Green
state
is.
this for all the live streamers.
Green replied that he was, but that a second surgeon was present to take over the procedure while he addressed the court. I call him a secret surgeon. Secret surgeons. That's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we heal. I don't think it's a surprise. I don't think that it's appropriate, Link said. I'm going to come up with a different date when you're not actively involved in participating and attending to the needs of a patient. He could have ended that with, you stupid idiot.
Link is the adult in this situation. He is reprimanding a child.
Gary, she's getting bacteria shot into her labia to tighten things up downtown. I think he can probably do both these things at once, right?
There's no good time to do that.
Despite Dr. Green's apology, the Medical Board of California has said it will investigate. It's going to investigate. And we'll come back after this break and tell you what happened to Dr. Green right after this. And maybe our pitch to Dr. Green on what he should have said.
Didn't we play Dr. Greens?
We were the Dr. Greens on Those Who Can't. We'll come back and talk about it right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We've got a live Dumb People Town that we announced coming up on April 10th. Ryan Sickler and the Cactus Blossoms. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com.
Unbelievable show. Everyone who came to Jack Black, we loved seeing you there. It was a killer show.
That was a killer show.
And Randy, before that, March 20th, next month, we're doing stand-up for the first time in a long time. And then at the end of the stand-up show, we are going to do a live Cheap Seats.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been wanting to do that forever.
But we feel like Nowhere Comedy Club is going to be the perfect setup to do the live Cheap Seats, so we're going to try and do it. I'm very excited to try it and very excited to attempt it with you guys. Get your tickets for that because we would really love to sell that thing out. That would be a blast.
Awesome. Yeah,
so,
yeah. There's tickets left for that.
Eventbrite.com. We'd love to see you there. All right, so when we left, Green's apology, Dr. Green's apology, despite it, the Medical Board of California has said it will investigate. The board, quote, expects physicians to follow the standard of care when treating their patients. Yeah, I know you're a plastic surgeon, but you can't go to court at the same time.
Right.
Courts are all official and shit. Sorry, Dr. Green.
Or just pay the ticket.
And go to comedy driving school
Why
online.
is this
How
hard?
difficult is this?
Why in the world are you fighting this in court, you dipshit?
Dr. Green, or should we call you Dr. Green Thumb? Maybe he was high while he was driving.
Maybe he was high while he was in surgery. This guy clearly doesn't seem to respect the surgical process.
So Green joins a growing list of professionals who don't know how to use Zoom. The Zoom is going to get you, right? Who have found online court procedures, specifically in Zoom, imposed during the pandemic, to be problematic.
Yes, or also don't understand that this is the kind of thing that once it's put up online in any way,
people will
can
see
go
it forever.
Everywhere,
right?
Forever.
So if you screw up in court, maybe it's filmed, maybe it gets out there, and maybe it turns into a viral thing.
But definitely if you're on a Zoom.
All the time. So
if it's recorded, it can go.
Do you remember Rod Ponton?
Yes.
The Texas lawyer was widely ridiculed earlier in February when he was unable to remove the cat head filter, and the cat is literally talking during a hearing on Zoom. Yeah, at least this guy, I'm guessing, at least the doctor wasn't some sort of a puma trying to do a breast enlargement surgery.
That would have been awkward.
Or awesome. I don't know.
Should have been a cougar.
Dr. Green.
Given the woman he was working on.
That's right.
Cougar on cougar.
Cougar on cougar would have been great. Dr. Green, per once, if you can understand what I'm telling you.
Cougar on cougar, if you have like a 43-year-old woman who does a lot of Pilates, like interviewing John Mellencamp.
John Mellencamp. Just John Mellencamp.
Cougar on cougar.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat, Pontons explained to Judge Roy Ferguson as an assistant scrambled to remove the filter. I can see that, Ferguson responded. An assistant scrambling to remove a filter can describe a lot of things these days, right? All of them related to improprieties in Andrew Cuomo's office.
Remove the filter.
This guy, just tell everybody how many people are dying. It's a bad situation. I don't understand why you're trying to cover up facts.
And don't make sexual jokes
Don't
at work.
hit on people at work.
It's not.
They're going to come forward. They're coming for you, buddy. Whatever you said, let's play strip poker. Don't say that to an employee.
How hard is that to do?
Don't take an employee's face in your hands and say, I want to give you a kiss. That's like...
weird.
I want to kiss you. That's who said that? Joe Namath said that to Susie Colbert, and
it was
now
his
he's
most embarrassing moment
ever. You can't do that. And by the way, that happened in your state of New York. He's from New York.
Yes,
dummy. I don't care that you're the governor of York. Just don't do it.
It puts you on the same plane as
Marjorie Taylor Greene. People are calling you. They're saying you're as corrupt as Marjorie Taylor Greene. That bitch be talking about Jewish space lasers starting California wildfires, and now you're morally equivalent to that. Thanks to you trying to kiss
people.
Hope
it was worth it doing it your way.
Yeah, pompous idiot. All right, back to our original story.
Yes.
Okay, this is seriously,
guys. The doctor in surgery.
This is seriously a case of people not respecting the Zoom proceedings, that they're exactly the same as regular proceedings. This is what it is. It's not less official.
No,
what's going on right now?
You're still in a thing. You're in an official thing. You're in court, even though you're where you are.
Let me ask you this. Would you stand up in a court of law while you're being spoken to by the judge and then turn around and inject poisonous bacteria into a woman's forehead?
Botulism?
No. Would you do that?
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. So why do you think you can do it on Zoom? This is just another version of the woman who on Zoom took her computer into the bathroom and took a shit.
Didn't turn off the camera.
Didn't turn off the camera.
You just don't understand how it works. And maybe that's the surgeons thinking that no one can tell them that they're wrong. This is the plastic surgeon mentality is I can
You
walk
think
into
I
a
have a
room,
God complex?
I can tell you all the things that are wrong with
Yep.
you. You want me to fix that nose for you? No
want me
one
to-
asked.
no one
No one
asked.
asked for you to tell me what you need to fix.
You need to fix this down
Hey,
here.
if I lift those up, it's going to take 10 years off your life.
I don't care.
No one
Nobody
asked
asked you to do it.
Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to do surgery while you're in court. You're not so important. You're not doing life-saving surgery on people who
Also,
are coming in from a war.
Just pay the damn ticket and
it
go to
goes back to
Comedy
that.
Court.
Go to
God
Comedy
damn it.
Court,
Put it
you
online. There
asshole.
you go. All right, that's the show, guys. Stay connected, stay protected. Don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.